Do I sit here? What do I do?
Sit. I took the wild gamble that you would rather listen to him than listen to yourself ask questions. I hope I was right. But there is time for about 10 minutes of questions. If there are people who want to hold up their numbers, or are you just dumbstruck by what you've heard and that's that? Holy crow! They're silent. Oh,
yeah.
Table 24 is first, and do we have another table who put up a number there? Table 3 is second. Thank you.
I was motivated to come to this meeting partially by a big ad in the Prince Rupert Daily News that had a big criminal sign and empty oceans, and it was advertising this PNCIMA process, and the message was that fishermen are criminals, and this fellow's calling them roving bandits, right? And I think this process is incredibly biased and unfair, and I think that there just is another side to this story, that there's a lot of fisheries. Like, what my understanding is, the majority of the fisheries in our PNCIMA region are stable or are increasing. And I also heard Pitcher, I think it was, said that we were in the top 3% or something of well-managed fisheries. And one of the reasons we weren't higher was because we didn't have marine protected areas. And I don't think we need marine protected areas if we have well-managed fisheries. And I came here because the people that I've been talking to in Rupert think that the biggest problem right now is that sports fishing isn't being kept to its TAC, and that we don't have good enough stock assessment. And this process doesn't allow that, or doesn't allow that an equal opportunity as a possible solution. It's like been pushing MPAs right from the papers we've got, and I don't see I don't think this is a real open-minded consultation when the whole secretariat or whatever is pushing us towards one answer, and
thanks.
Doesn't have anyone to counter his point of view.
A number of things there, some of them related to what Elliot was talking about, some of them important on the whole subject of values, and some of them important on the whole subject of participation. First of all, you want to talk about what you meant by roving bandits, what you respond to some of that one.
Okay. Yeah, roving bandits is a term that's used for people who exploit things extensively rather than intensively. In other words, instead of living in one place and living off the interest that's generated by the living things in that place, they deplete them and then go to the next place and the next and the next and the next. Not all fisheries do that, but there are lots of fisheries in this world that do that. We are seeing our world seamounts, for example, depleted, and then people move on. You only get to fish them for a little while, and then you're done, but you move to the next one and the next one and the next one. I didn't coin the term. The term came from an economist, and it was the term of art used by the people in the Burkus et al. Paper in Science. But I agree completely with the conclusion that if we have unlimited mobility and high motivation, we will mine out living things rather than living sustainably. So the key to me for sustainable fishing is figure out how we can live off the interest, and I think the key to that is be in one place that we can take our fish from, so that if the fish do better, we get richer. And if the fish do worse, then we fail. And so there's a feedback mechanism that doesn't allow us to overexploit the fish without harming our own interests.
Okay, and as to the question of the process and the fairness of the process and inclusion of people, raise those questions in the breakout group today and tomorrow. I want everybody to do that. We've got table 2, and then we have a question from the web.